thanks for stopping by this week. We hope you will enjoy our newer, shorter video format. It's much the way we used to do it a while back, only we're trying to condense them because a lot of folks have told us that they like our videos very much, but it's hard for them to sit through a long time. Now, of course, if you want to watch one of our longer videos, all you have to do is fast forward or go back. It's not hard. I do that myself. But to have something all put together, 10-15 minutes might be better. So we're going to give it a shot this week, okay? So this week, what we're going to do is we're going to make more little pendants that are easy, like we did in the last video I made. And you might see this one that I'm wearing. Everyone can zip in on that. Yeah. It's a little heart, very simple, and it's got these flat-backed wire through beads, which I'll show you in a minute when I'm talking. They're perfect for this kind of thing. I don't think they're meant for assemblage, but they work for it, and that's the only thing that matters. So all I did was just fill this little heart and put it on a chain, and look, it's pretty, you know. You can do so many different ways, and who doesn't like a heart, right? So anyway, so what I'm going to do is stop talking right now, and Lauren's going to come around over on the side, and then we're going to look down, and I'm going to show you a little bit more about what I mean. Okay, so this is what I'm going to show you, how simple it is and what you need to use. First of all, for the necklace I'm wearing, I use this bezel. And it's really pretty. It's cast zinc, it's gold finished, and it's got rhinestones all around the edge. I think this is just so pretty. I'd like to see this with epoxy sculpt, but you know, you'd have to worry about getting it into the rhinestones, so maybe not. Maybe a simple assemblage is better. So I use this, and then I use these kind of beads. I'll show you. I'll move this out the way so you can see more. They're just acrylic. Now, I think they mean for you to, like, that's great. Thanks, Lauren. Mm-hmm. I think they mean for you to string them. Because, see, there's the hole right there. Mm-hmm. See that?
Yeah, the other ones have that, too.
Yeah, so what we mostly have to do is hide the hole. And we can do that. So, I mean, it's so simple and easy. I'm going to put one together for you right now. And it really will fit. It will fit on any heart shape. Oval, you kind of have to rethink it a little bit. Like right here, I've got an oval that I'm thinking about putting a kitty in. But I'll have to rethink that. You know, what can I put around the edges inside that will make that work? But, you know, that's mostly what it's about. You know, assemblage is about just making it work, right, guys? Mm-hmm. So, but this is simple. So anybody, even if you've not done assemblage before, or if you need a quick gift, say all of a sudden you find out that you're going over to a friend's house maybe the next day, or, you know, later on, whatever, you can go ahead and put something together real quick. You can take it to them. So that makes it nice. So here's your heart. This one we have on the site, and it's very, very popular. This is made in the United States. It's brass, and the finish on it is a little better than all that. It's fine silver, which is 0.99% total silver. So when they plate this, it goes into a silver bath that is practically all silver. So this is really, really high-end quality. We call it silverware silver plate, and you can find it on the website easily. But anyway, here's what I do. With a heart, I'll usually go high into one corner. So I'm going to just do that with this. Get just a little bit of E on there. Of course, it wants to be fussy because I didn't use it since yesterday. So we will take care of that. Simple. This is so simple. Even young girls are just learning how to make jewelry, or if you have never made jewelry before, I guarantee you can make this. Like now, it's easy. Okay. There we go. Just got a little bit, see that? Just got a little bit. We don't want to get it running. And then I got this, you know, just a little bit on the back. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to press it up into that corner of the bezel. So now, you don't really see the top hanging hole, but I mean, do you really need to? I don't think so. So I'm just turning it a little bit, and the reason I'm doing that is because it gets the glue spread around all over the bottom really good. So now we got to find the next one we're going to use that will fit. And basically we're going to stay with smaller things. So let me see. I want to show you this. You're going to see this. This is what I'm talking about. We have these mixes of beads. Let me see.
There you go.
Yeah. So when you buy these, I want you to realize you're not getting this whole batch of stuff, but you are getting a 1/4 pound, which is a lot.
Yeah.
And it'll be plenty to do.
These are very lightweight
Yeah.
too, so you get a good
Yeah.
shot.
So right now I need small ones to fill the rest of it. So I'm looking for ones about like this. You see, smaller ones. And I'm gonna need like 3, I think is what I used on the one I'm wearing. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down so we can see it better.
Here's a few
So
more.
yeah, this one, good enough. So I've got 3 little guys here, and then I've got some itty bitty little teeny tiny ones here. Yeah, don't need any more, Laura.
I'm trying to make sure I get the color that you need.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine. It's gonna blend just fine. So I use these, and I also use no-hole pearls, which we usually have at our website, and we will be having more of soon. I have no idea where to put this so that you can see it, but move it up. Yeah, there we go. So these are tiny. I think they're like 8 millimeter, and I always look for stuff like that that's like 8 millimeter or smaller for the website, because this is perfect to lay down into epoxy sculpt when you're doing mosaic. So it's good to have them in all sizes. But finishing this off is going to be super, super simple. So I'm going to bring this over here, get my stuff out the way. Okay. And I'm going to start from here. You know, I'm going to do the pink one there. And these have little holes too, so just make sure they're not showing. But you know what? I don't think you're going to have a lot of problem with that.
And if there is some space, if you don't have something that covers it, you could always probably use a little bit of some chain, scrap chain, or even like the little mica beads to fill it in.
Micro beads, yeah.
Micro beads, yeah.
We're having trouble getting those in. A lot of times they don't want to ship those. And those usually are imports. And I don't know, they say there's something in the shipping standards between them and the United States where they don't want to let that stuff in, so they don't want to send it. So, and I personally don't want my box held up in customs forever either. So I just put a little tiny one, slipped it underneath, because these are kind of high, these beads.
Yeah.
You know, let me put it at a different angle, maybe you can see a little bit better. See, I stuck it up in there, okay? So now I need to put one more. So I have to figure out, where's that? What did I do here? Well, I came all along down the side, but maybe my heart was a little bigger than this one. Let's see. Yeah, just a tad bit. So
Probably need one of those little ones again.
Gave me more room. Well, or I could make it lean. Let's see. Let's see what I can do. Maybe I can bump it a little bit. But I don't think I want this to come out of the bezel real far. So I don't know. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. No, that's not going to be a good idea. So here's what I'm going to do. This is where the little roses and the little pearls come in handy. You gotta be sure you get enough glue on the back so they're going to stay in. Okay? So now I'm going to take this white little tiny rose and I'm going to put it under here. And then this is more peachy than the pink that I'm using, so let me see how it looks. Actually, it works. It works fine. So I'm going to just glue that up in there, okay. Now,
Or you could even do the purple one.
you could, depends. Just depends on what your eye says. I've made a lot of these. Normally, I make them and put them on charm bracelets. So maybe with the rest of our day today, well, I'm working around here. I might decide to stop for a little bit and play around a little bit. Maybe next time we could put a charm bracelet together using this stuff. What do you think? That'd be fun. So, all right, I want to show you what this looks underneath. It's a big kind of peeve thing with me that if you have high pieces, that you have some coverage. This is kind of sitting up a lot. Now, it's nice and neat, and it's inside the bezel, and it fits really well. So I don't think I'm going to do anything about that. The most I might do is put a little piece of rhinestone chain running up around that, but I don't know if I will. I don't know. I don't know if I have it in here. I could try it. Not right now. Here's a little piece of this chain. Maybe it'll give an idea. It's not rhinestone chain, but it might give you an idea if you did that. Or not. It might look totally dumb. But you never know. That's the thing. You never know. I should try. So I might put a little something up in there, you know, to finish that up. Okay, now this one, when I tilt it up, I see a hole. I would rather not see that. It doesn't really matter, but I would just rather not see it. So since the glue is still fresh, I can move it a bit. Just twirling it around. Now I think I'm good. I don't see it now. So this is pretty much, you know, what I need to do. And then I take my little pointy tool, you know, the one we used in epoxy sculpt a lot. A little pointy tool. We sell these on the site. Have lots of them. Okay, so I don't have many places I need to fill, but I think maybe I would put a few little pearls maybe in here. So let's see what happens. Get my... I like to, these are funny, you know, I use that little thing where you pick them up. It's got glue on the end of it.
Oh, the little bit of wax or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's called pick-me-up bars or something. And, you know, normally for stuff like that, I do that. But it does not work so hot for pearls. It just doesn't. Now, these are a little bit bigger. These are about 3 millimeter no-hole pearls. And you definitely, if you're going to use these little pearls, you definitely don't want holes in them. So there's like 1.5 millimeters what these are, and these are 3s, okay? I know I have some coming too. So if we're low, don't worry, they're on their way. In fact, probably any day now. Any day now. Na, 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 na. Okay, so I got a little hole in there, so I'm going to stick something in there for now. That's another thing I could do. Maybe I'll just put pearls going all along the edge there. But I don't want to get this video too long. You know, you can see, I'll put another one on so you can see how I'm doing it, what I'm talking about. Because, you know, sometimes I don't make myself plain. Jordan tells me that all the time. Oh, Mommy, I wasn't playing. So, all right, I do know that happens. So what I mean is this. And you got to be careful when you're flipping this up because it's glued, but it's not glued to stay quite yet. So, all right, and it came off. You know what, that's okay. I'll just flip it into there. Okay. So now you see, I got another one. And then what I'll do, these two work in tandem, these two tools. Where do I bring it down? Mm-hmm. Yeah, these two, they work in tandem. I can't be without either of them. So what I'll do is I'll take my little poker tool, poker face. See, when I'm running there, I think this would be prettier than putting chain, introducing something else, and keep it all pearly, you know. So what I will do is I will look for little places where maybe it needs just that little something extra, not a lot, just a little bit. And I'll insert it, like maybe some up in here.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say that, yeah.
Up in there, and maybe, you know, finish that going around there, come around here, and maybe one right there or something, one of the tiny ones.
And then maybe one like right there.
Yeah, so, you know, it's basically done. All you're doing is the finish work. And with this holds true to any assemblage I've ever done. And if you don't know about assemblage, if you're real new to it, I have playlists. We have 570 videos over that on this site. And there are quite a few of them that are about assemblage because I'm an assemblage artist. And the principles of assemblage hold true no matter what you're doing. You do your big pieces first. That's why I put this guy down first.
To see how much space you have
he
left.
dictates the whole thing. And then I go for the medium-sized pieces and try to create some movements. This is a heart. I want it to come around. And then where I had a little space, I took my little tiny roses, and then to finish it off, I do the pearls, and voila, I'm done. So this, all that we need, baby, is a bail, because this one this one has a bail in it. But the only thing is, I love this chain for it. It doesn't come in a smaller size. It's pretty small already, really. But sometimes it kinks up a little bit under this bail. So it might be best, no matter what you're doing, to put, a separate bail or something in there. Like in this case, I would probably use, I had a thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one is also silverware plate. Look at how pretty is that. Let's back up a little bit.
It's okay. I can zoom out just a touch.
See, that is going to make an absolutely gorgeous necklace. And if you wanted to, you could probably take another one of these and put it up here on it. Or maybe a smaller one.
Yeah, maybe one of the little ones.
Let's try a little guy.
Will it go through the hole? Might go through the hole.
No, that would be good. A little tiny one. I mean, I would prefer that's not so peachy, but just to show you size-wise how that would work. Or I have these little pearl clusters. Maybe one, I don't know. I don't think I like that so much. But it's a thought, it's a thought. You try it and see what you like. Anyway, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to step out underneath the video, in the description of the video, where I talk to you, everything you might want to use to try to do this, that we have at the website. And most of this stuff we do have. And there'll be hot links, clickable links. So you're going to just click on it. It takes you to my website. You can put it in a cart and buy it if you want to. Or it just takes you to my website and you can look around, because there's a lot to see. But I'm going to give you specific links to everything I'm using so that you can find it fast and not have to fool around for a long time trying to find it. Okay? So that's basically how it goes, guys, and the rest is up to you. You make it how you want it. But remember, the assemblage principles are the same no matter what you do. Think of motion, think of flow. Don't get it too deep. Don't get too many things on top of each other, because that looks like a paperweight. I'm sorry, it does. It's not a good look. How do I know? Because I've done it. Just try to fill the cracks if you can and make it look good. What pleases your eye maybe doesn't please somebody else, but I would venture guess that if people like this kind of jewelry, they will love that. They will love that. Or they will love this. The one I was wearing. And that's this here piece. And we do have them at the site. Everything I've been using here, we got at the site. So I'll just show you, before we leave, just a couple other things that I used. This one, it's got a little fan thing in there. Sometimes in those mixes, you'll find little fun pieces like a fan, on the side. So that makes movement. And then I put a little tiny one. It's got one at the side. Now, what will I do with that? I'll probably take a bunch of little tiny pearls and fill in there.
You have the Montees, the crystal Montees in there too.
We have crystal Montees. That's what that is. You can sew through these too. But I like them because they're like a stone and a mount. And these are big Montees. Usually Montees are pretty small. I did this.
I think we do have some smaller ones too.
Yeah, yeah, we do. I'm not done with this, but I'm planning a little doofus there, and for lack of a better word, what would I put?
Thingamawatch.
Yeah, that's right. It makes me think. I take the piece and I start doing it. You know what? No, I'm not going to show that because that didn't come up. Well, maybe I will show them and tell them why it's a fail. Anyway, this one I did, and I'll put stuff in around it. This is a Diamante heart charm that we have, and we have lots of them at the website. Here, it looks like this.
It's so sparkly.
Yeah. And none of this stuff is expensive, let me tell you. And what also that I like about the piece I used to make this, so you can see the back, it's this piece. We have lots.
And it has a bail on the back.
And I think we have bag sock too as well, but it's got a bail on the back. So long as, you can pass some chain through or put a jump and then pass a chain through that, you got a nice pendant, So anyway, those are thoughts. I hope you'll try it. It's very, very relaxing, and the yield is that you have beautiful things to sell if you sell. Now, you don't have to charge a lot for, which is good because it seems people's buying threshold for craft jewelry, artisan-made, handmade jewelry is a little bit less than it was. So I used to say 22 to 55, and that held true for a long time, but I think maybe you have to come down a little bit. So this pendant, this one, let's just say this pendant here. I'm going to cuss it out for you real quick, too. You know me, I like to do that for you. So we get everything out of the way. I said this was going to be 15 minutes. I don't know about that. Diane will have to be pretty artful when she renders it. But anyway, so for this, I think this is $3 somewhere in that realm for that bezel there. So it looks like on the back. Pretty nice. And then a 1/4 pound of a mix like this, and we have 2 or 3 of them at the website.
They're about $9.95.
Yeah, $9.95, and you get goobers of stuff in that, so you can make a bunch. It's not for just one. So
yes, you'll be able to make a bunch of.
What you make out of this, probably costs 50 cents. So let's say we got $3.50 now. The money on it, you don't need a bail because there's one on it already, so that's cool. Where you have money, and it is this chain. This is high quality made. This is Korean chain. Yes, it's import, but I'm here to tell you, Korean chain has been the best chain you could buy for a real long time. And a lot of people thought it was made in the United States because a lot of times the vendors will buy it there, plated here. But there's less of that going on now because there's better plating, especially gold plating over there. So this is Korean chain. It's not dirt cheap, but it runs, I think it's going to be like $6.95. $6.95 a foot. So you got more a foot. Let's say that you buy
2 feet.
Yeah. So you got money in the chain.
It's about $12, $13
for the chain plus this stuff. So you're not gonna be able to sell this for $22 unless you want to make absolutely nothing. So something like this would probably be at least double it. Probably like 30, 32, something like that. Maybe a little less. You know what? Here's the thing. You don't have to use this chain. Use a lesser expensive chain. There are plenty of them out there. Get a simple little cable.
Or make your own chain.
Or curb.
Out of beads.
You could do that.
Although depending on the beads, it could
but
get
you
pricey
gotta remember,
too.
time is money.
True, yeah. But if you're also using glass beads, then that's going to up the price too.
Yes.
Than just getting a chain.
That's right, Lauren. But, it's just, there are a lot of things to consider, but this part of it right down here does not cost much at all. So
no.
Where you're going to get the money in something like
that's
this,
what you have to think
about. It's going to be the chain. And you could use repurposed chain that you find in a junk bag. One caution I will tell you. If the chain in that bag is older chain, which a lot of times we say, woohoo, I do, because I love vintage. But you have to be careful that it doesn't have a lot of nickel in the plating, because back then everything did. And that they haven't used lead. Some things have lead in them. So I don't have a tester to find it, but I kind of have a sixth sense of, I can kind of tell. One way to tell is clean it up a little bit, let it dry, and then smell it. And if it has this real acrid smell, chances are there's something in there you don't want to use. So just think about your customer that way. When you give them something that's going to touch skin, you got to be careful. But you don't have to buy expensive stuff. This is a little bit more so. But if you're making it for a gift, you're fine, You want to have a lot of money in it at all for a gift, $15
or,
maybe.
I think we still have some. I I don't know if it would fit or not. If you did the velvet ribbon and made it like
Oh,
a choker.
Yes, we do. Yes, you could do that. A lot of people like to use velvet or even sari ribbon around the neck.
And that's not expensive either, and it looks so pretty. It would match, and
you can totally
it's so
do
feminine.
It. So, you know, just a little bit of thought, you can think of ways to do it for less money. But as far as this is concerned, you're not going to get a lot into it. And we do have the parts. And we would like to ask you that when you consider buying things to make projects we've taught you about, consider getting them for us. You don't have to get in the car and go to Michael's. It takes time anyway. You could just come over to isaboutiques.com and put it in a cart from there, and we'll ship it right out to you, and you're going to love it. If you don't, you want to hear about it, and we'll fix it up for you. We always do. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and please leave us a comment on this video. We really need them, and I can't stress that enough. Just so if you liked it and you want to say something, just say hi, whatever. I respond to every last comment, every last one. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll try it too. Thanks.